the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Drop 50. Let's go now. Warrior 70, Cowboy 80. Ready?
Play action now. Ward. And incomplete on the deep ball. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
2nd and 10.
Get it. 65 track. 60, 18 Cardinals.
Here's Ward. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Ward. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Already.
The first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Here we go.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense, because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. 2nd and 9.
Stop! 60 Bison! 60 Bison!
To throw, here's Ward. Drop. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down, Titans gain of 12. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
Play action. It's Ward. He's going to look deep down the field. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right.
And Stroud now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. But I think in the second half, that may loosen up.
Touchdown, Houston. Takedown, 33 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
This time, the extra point up and go. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a 2nd and 10.
10. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ward going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. Pass 6, tracking 60.
To throw is Ward. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 1-yard line.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing now, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he will have the Titans 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Pollard will take it up the gut. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Ward. That's complete to DK. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
It's a gain of 8.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, 5 in. Warriors, 70. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Moore. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Ready.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
Cougar Knights, ready.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, that's a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Strike. 18, Cowboy 80. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. Moore. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, on is the veteran, Joey Slye for the Titans field goal. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of room.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
out left side. Here's Dell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mixon will try the right side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 46-yard.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Tony. 11. Hey, uno.
Throwing now is Stroud. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Moore. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Moore. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they take over, and they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mix it up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Stroud sets up the play action. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And a run is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Moore. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Now Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Down the field, he's got Noel. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now it's Mixon running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, now this from 43. Oh, now some movement up front. That may just up the degree of difficulty for their kicker.
Oh, Eric. Tony.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
On the quick, right? 19 seconds.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
It's complete, and he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
All right.
Now Stroud.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Stroud. And it was caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that one.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the gun, here's Ward. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
70, Warriors, 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
That's caught, and he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
You've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ward now working out of the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18, right here.
In motion, the tight end. Ward from the gun on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
18, what's that?
First carry for Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. 18.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
On the quick, right? 18.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And the gain here to the previous this play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Chubb. Touchdown, Houston. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
To throw, here's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Back. Bronco 80. Ready,
A give to Pollard running left. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing is Ward. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Get up.
They'll run left with Pollard. Down inside the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Set.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go. Set. 6. Dragon 60.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On the jump. Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on second and 5.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Let's go now. Buffalo 8. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Joey Slye to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Second down and 3.
What's what? 18.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way.
It could be a house call. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
And they take a knee.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. That's it.
And they will take a knee here.
18. That's it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense